Support for Delta College Public Media comes from Midland County Senior Services, helping Midland County residents aged 60 plus remain independent in their homes and stay socially engaged. Senior Services provides a variety of services, supports, and programs including meals, fitness classes, educational programs, and more. Seasons adult day services and volunteer opportunities are also available. More information is at seniorservicesmidland.org. That's seniorservicesmidland.org. Embrace your age with Senior Services.
We run every election from school elections to major federal, state, local elections. So when we do that, we have a need for election inspectors. So for every one of those elections, we need about 250 individuals. There are other communities in our viewing area that will need more election workers and maybe some that will need less, but we always have a need for election workers. So anyone who is a registered voter in the state of Michigan can be an election inspector. You can also be an election inspector at the age of 16. So we would encourage anyone to become an election inspector, especially people that may have a question about the process. Like they're not sure how absentee ballots actually get processed on election day. Become an election inspector because it is a great learning opportunity for you. You can come in, you can see the process from the very beginning, how each individual person is walked through that process, how the ballot goes into the tabulator number increases. This is a great learning experience for anyone who does not understand or wants to learn more about the election process in Michigan. Being an election inspector will give you so much knowledge, and I would encourage people who have questions about the process to become an election inspector because you're going to learn a lot. Election inspector job duties vary from greeting individuals when they come into the polling location to working the e-poll book, which is the list of voters who are eligible to vote on election day. You might be handing out the actual ballot to a voter, or you might be located at the tabulator when a voter is putting their ballot into the machine, just making sure that they don't have any issues. So there are lots of things that election inspectors will do on election day. Every election cycle, so in February, August, November, we do election inspector training. Probably about 30 days before, we have 2 election inspector trainings. And if you sign up to be an election inspector and fill out the application form, come to a training where you would be trained on the process of being an inspector. But I don't want people to be afraid of all the information they're going to get, because on election day, you will be working with seasoned election workers, people who have been doing this for years. So they will give you specific instructions on election day on things that you need to do, so you don't have to know everything about the process in order to be an election inspector. One of the requirements to be an election inspector is that you would need to declare a party. The law requires us to make sure that we have an equal number of Republican, Democrats serving as election inspectors, but we also can have people who are Libertarian, Natural Law Party, Green Party. Any recognized party in the state of Michigan can be an election inspector, but you have to declare what party you are representing because of the state law. So when we talk about what is required and hours of work for an election inspector, most generally, if you agree to work as an election inspector, you'll work from 6 in the morning to like about 9 o'clock at night. So you want to make sure that you have the stamina to be able to do that. There are jurisdictions, though, that will do part-time. You can work a half a day, so you'll just need to make sure that you reach out and check with your local clerk, whether it be city or township, to find out what the options are. The dates that we would need election inspectors right now would be November, because August we've already got our inspectors selected. So it would be November of 2024, and then again in 2025 we would have probably maybe a school election that we might need inspectors for, but 2026 would be another major election year when we would need up to 250 election inspectors here in Midland. But again, make sure that you check with your local township and or city because they have different needs throughout the election year. The pay for election inspectors will range depending upon where you are working. We pay on an average of $15 an hour here in Midland County, but again, you should check with your local city or township clerk to see what the rate of pay would be. If anyone is interested in becoming an election inspector, I would encourage you to reach out to your city and township clerks for the election inspectors. Fill out their application. If you're interested, you can make a phone call. If you can't find anything online, call their office. They will give you instructions on how you can complete an application and become one of our election inspectors here in the state.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to click that bell icon to stay notified when we upload new content. Videos like this are only possible because of viewers like you. To help support this channel, click on the link in the description below. We'll see you next time.